In YouTube DIY news.
Oh, I was like, no, don't do that.
Submitted by Kumusta ka?
Kumusta ka?
That's Pilapag.
So it's like como sta, but it's like como staka.
Kumusta ka?
A car mechanic built his own plane by watching videos on YouTube.
That is beautiful.
I know. I bet you this motherfucker is Asian.
What made you think he was Asian?
Because when I first started doing YouTube, I made a joke about this, and it turned out to be true. Nice.
Also, you knew about this story?
In this UCLA video, it got quoted. It was like put on T-shirts, but I was basically saying like, fucking Asian people can do anything. Like we could literally take shit and turn it into an airplane. Right here. Proof.
So it was like a Corolla that got turned into an airplane?
No, it was just a lot of recycled parts.
For
Holy
us
shit.
in Latin America, it's the Puerto Ricans.
They can do whatever.
Cubans or Puerto Ricans make everything work?
They can just make something out of it. Because remember, they would get a car and then they would make the car float so that they can escape their country. Remember, they would get a car and then they would make the car float so that they can escape their country.
I've been seeing photos lately of Cubana because they're opening up tourism for like now, finally. But like, if you look at the Cubana now, it looks like 1950s because all their cars is old.
Yeah, they're saying that you gotta visit Cuba now because they're starting to change it and it's gonna wipe out the whole 50s look.
They should leave it like that.
The Cubans don't want to live like that anymore.
No, but I'm saying like still keep the architectural integrity like Europe.
Oh, yeah.
Europe still they have like the architectural integrity, but they just advance the technology around it. Like
Like the cars too that add to the whole 50s theme.
I want to go to Cuba.
Ooh, I'm down, dude.
Let me pop this child out and I'm ready.
Yeah, just pow. You know.
That'd be tight. Like you just push your belly button. Ding.
No, it'd be tight if it was just here and then it just magically appeared, like all the molecules just like escape, and then it just, I don't want to feel
Never
anything.
happened.
But see, you know, you do realize though, you're losing the fact that you get to shove that shit in your kid's fucking face when they're older.
What's cool now is when we argue and I'm saying something and then he tries to throw in, well, it's mine too or whatever. I'm like, you didn't do shit. I'm doing all the work.
I
He's
did
like,
all the work, literally.
You know what?
I had to pulse like, boom, boom, boom.
I could have sworn I was on top doing all the work.
No,
but
I was.
whatever. You sound like our dogs before they throw up.
Yeah, so this dude, he's a car mechanic. And so his name is Pan Long. I'm just calling him Mr. Long because I'm not sure how to pronounce his first name.
Genius.
Yeah, so he's saying that so he lives in a rural part of Cambodia, like southeast Cambodia. And he said that when he was 6 years old, he saw a helicopter for the first time. And since then, he's been obsessed with like airplanes or aircrafts. And so he was always determined to own a plane someday. So then he ended up dropping out of school early and he became a mechanic, which is one of the few jobs that you can get in Cambodia without like a high school diploma or anything. That's not farming. And so he ended up doing that for a while. He saved up money. Finally, he was able to save enough money to start this project, and it took him about 3 years. He said that he would be watching YouTube videos and that he was really embarrassed of this project, so he would work on it at night, like when his wife was asleep, when everyone was asleep. Like he wouldn't tell anyone.
How do they hide an airplane?
Yeah, I want to know that.
Maybe at like a secret little hiding place in the jungle. That'd be so cool.
Joe's been on a jungle and forest theme all day today.
So he's like a Cambodian like right brother, but just one.
So he thought that it would be too complicated to make a helicopter. So he thought making a small, like one-seater airplane would be a lot easier. So he modeled his airplane after a design from the Japanese airplane that was used in World War II.
A kamikaze plane.
You know those planes that used to like crash into like American ships? Yeah, that one. Oh, okay.
The pilot seat is a plastic chair with the legs cut off. The control panel is a car dashboard. The body is made of an old gas container. What does it look like?
I wonder if he's ever rode in a plane before.
He's never rode in a plane before, or in any aircraft he has never been in. He was just always obsessed with it.
That looks fucking good.
That's freaking dope, dude.
I was expecting something way more bootleg.
Is that thing operational?
Back in March, he did his, like, he put this plane to test.
I'd be scared, dude. I never flew before. And it's the first time with no co-pilot, like you might die.
Oh, he's hella, he's so determined and like he has like this tunnel vision where it's like, I'm making this a reality.
That's fucking sick though.
Yeah, so he's saying that that day back in March, that he had like all like his neighbors, like all the villagers. The villagers say that there were about 200 to 300 people that were there to speculate. But Mr. Long generously estimates the size of the crowd to be about 2,000 people.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
He's counting all the animals in the trees and stuff.
I saw 200, but I think 2,000. If you count my ancestor and the spirits that came.
That plane looks fucking legit though.
How do you even get it to the like runway? Did he get his yak?
It looks like an IKEA style plane.
He had 3 people help him push it onto his runway, which is just a nearby dirt road leading onto like the main road of that town. And so finally he got on the runway. His only safety precaution was a motorcycle helmet. That's all he
How
had.
does that help you falling out of a plane?
If you land on your head, you're good.
So he had no parachute.
Not even like 3 umbrellas just in case.
Sorry, I just picture this fool falling out the plane. He goes. It's like
He's just wheezing and blow.
What? It's like it's trying his hardest.
Like your breath isn't even healing. It's like,
I know. I just see him trying his best though.
yeah, so he ends up taking off. He says that he actually got into the air and he got about 50 meters up in the air, which is about 165 feet.
That's pretty high up there.
Yeah, and then he ended up crashing.
Is he okay?
They don't mention that he got injured.
He's probably just gonna try again.
I mean, yeah, obviously he is okay. He didn't die or anything, but I don't know if he had any injuries.
I would fucking stop right there. Fuck
No, you
that.
wouldn't. He's so determined.
I would stop, I'm saying.
No, you wouldn't.
No, he's saying that once he like crashed on the ground, that he immediately heard the sound of laughter greeting him onto the floor. And so he says, quote, "I was standing there and tears came down my cheeks. I felt emotional because I couldn't bear all the things they were saying to me."
You made me look like a fool.
Especially since there's 2,000 people crying.
I was embarrassed.
That's fucked up. He built a plane with his bare hands and people are crying.
They're like,
I mean, not crying, laughing at him.
They're simpletons.
That's
They
fucked
can't understand
up.
the complexities that he went
And
through.
so now he's saying that this setback made him even more determined to succeed. And so now he has turned his attention to a new project.
He's gonna build a spaceship.
A fucking deadly weapon so he could kill it when I laughed at him.
No, he still wants to fly, so he's focused on a seaplane now.
What he should build is a fucking durian shooter so he can blast all the people that fucking laughed at his ass.
But it's funny though that he's wanting to build a seaplane when he's 125 miles away from the nearest ocean.
That's how determined he is.
He's smart and not so smart.
He's fucking gangster.
He also spent like $10,000 on that airplane. Like all that money he had saved was $10,000.
What does his wife say?
So his wife is like, you know, she's worried for his safety, so she tell him like, "Can you please stop? Like I'm scared you're gonna die. We have 2 young kids. Like, please don't do this." And by the way, just side note, his wife sells
seashells?
No, by the seashore.
That's 125 miles away.
My wife needs seashells.
She's a car parts seller. So that's just a side note. But anyways, so she's saying like, you know, I really want him to stop, but he's so determined that I'm just gonna support him. So
What a down ass woman.
yeah, this is his wife.
She's not a dream crusher.
Jessica, you're gonna say.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. I'm just saying she's not a dream crusher.
So now he's like, you know what? Even though like I don't really know much about seaplanes, I'm gonna learn and I'm gonna make this a successful story.
I want to ride in a seaplane. I never rode in a seaplane before.
What about a helicopter?
Oh, I never rode in a helicopter either.
Yeah, they're saying that he spent already $3,000 on this seaplane.
Oh my goodness.
So the reports are saying like, dude, he could afford like a really nice vacation for his family instead of doing this, but nope.
Why would he want to fucking relax?
Obviously, it makes him happy as fuck. Vacation is relative. You know what I mean? If going on vacation doesn't make him happy, it doesn't fucking matter where he goes.
Well, you're saying that he doesn't pay for anything but just his hobby.
He was saying that in reference to the whole vacation thing.
Yeah, but he doesn't care about it though. So.
Or it's probably done in small increments where it's like You know what I mean? And I think it's like the added costs.
Yeah, technically he could, but obviously the wife supports him because it makes him happy, and he's still providing. So at the end of the day, he's doing what he has to do, and he's also filling his fuel to his own fire. So I completely support you when you crash your plane again.
Hello everybody! If you liked the video, make sure that you guys leave us a thumbs up, because if not, I'm gonna find you where you live and I'm gonna hug the shit out of you whether you like it or not. Other than that, you know, there's like more videos up there, bro.